All right, you guys, this is what you came here for. It's our bar workout. It's our bar segment. We're gonna work our thighs, we're gonna work our butt, we're gonna work our calves, we're gonna work everything. Let's get to work. All right, you guys, ready for some bar?
Yes.
Nicole? Woo, good. Okay, so we're gonna start in a nice little turned out first position here. So the best way to find your turnout, just rock back on those heels, let those toes go into their natural kind of large pizza shaped position here. We're gonna hug that arm in first position. Yum pizza. Let's do some bar, we'll have pizza later. Here we go, we start our plies. Your heels stay down, you squeeze your glutes. You're down and up, good, press. And lift, very nice, we do 4 more of those. You lower and lift, good. And 3, you squeeze, good. 2, we're gonna hold the heels down and the knees wide and start to press and pulse, nice and deep, nice and low. They say, I've probably said this before, but the plie is the first thing you learn and the last thing you master. So we're gonna do a few of these today, okay? You pulse, 4, 3, hold it nice and low. Now lift your heels up and down, good. Lift and lower, articulating away from the ground. Feeling this nice little stretch in the feet, little work of the thighs, good. And 2 more, hold it up right here, we hold it there. Now pulse your booty low and down, good job. Let's take that arm up overhead. It's gonna make our abs work. Pulse it out, you got 8, 7, 6. You can tell Nicole has this really nice little light grip on the bar. Perfect, hold it low. You go down an inch and up an inch and down and up, good. Press those knees wide every time, good. You have 4 and lift, good. Make sure you use those inner thighs a little bit to lift. Good job, hold it there and pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, very nice. In 3, 2, we're gonna tap our toes. I call these around the world. So you tap front to center, then the side, and center, then the back. Good, and then the side, let's go tempo. It goes front and side and back and side. Good, reach, reach. Make sure you're squeezing that working leg. You tap and reach. It's like you're striking a match every time. 4, 3, now hold it to the front here and pulse that standing leg down. These are fun. You start to squeal, you guys. 3, 2, the side. Your modification here is to take the standing heel down and pulse. In 3, 2, the back. Look at that modification. Good girl. Down, reach, and pulse. These are no joke, you guys, so don't be hard on yourself. Now take it to the side. You just have 8, 7, 6. Oh boy. Here's 3 and 2. Good. Heels together. Good. Let's go full range. Down and up. So plie, releve. You lower and lift. Good. 4 more just like this. In 4, squeeze. 3, lift. Good. 2, good. Now hold it down. We're gonna open out. Take it out and in. Apart. Together. Good. Open and narrow. Good. Be precise with your movements. 4, squeeze. 3, nice. And 2, we're gonna hold it nice and wide. In 2nd, pulse it down. Knees go wide and press. Press. Dig deep, Nicole. You've got this. We're gonna curtsy that working leg back. You take it out and back. Open and press. Good. Put some weight into that back foot. Good. You have 4. Then we're gonna make that upper body a little bit bigger here. In 2, we're gonna add a nice little port de bras toward the bar, whatever you're holding onto. Good. Open and wrap. It should feel kind of nice in those obliques. Get that torso moving for 4. Good. In 3. In 2, hold the next one back. We're gonna square off those shoulders and pulse it down, down, very nice. In 3, 2, we're gonna maw that back leg. It goes down and kick and brush. Good. So there's a couple different ways to kick. Nicole's just gonna keep doing this and I'm gonna go into a really long-winded explanation about what she's doing. Reach. So she's doing a brush. She's doing a bot maw, not a develope. So brush, that leg stays straight the whole time. Ain't no thing, she's still going. 4 like this. Here's 3. In 2, Nicole's gonna step out to 2nd position. She's gonna go out for 2 and then she's gonna turn to face the bar. Up into the susu. Squeeze your butt, good. You're down for 2. And here we flow, let's go. You take it out and squeeze. Down and lift, good. Low and high, nice. Show those level changes. You have 4 like this. Here's 3, press those hips up toward your bar. Hold this last one here. 16 toe taps, up and lift, lift. Good job, let's check that balance. Flow both arms up, woo, good. For 8, squeeze the butt under, and drop it out. Woo! Yeah! So good!
All right, time to work on our seat. So just as Tracy began in our natural first, we are going to start there with the toes out, heels in, and then lift the heels high off the floor. Find your challenge zone and take the arms out to a first position. We're gonna drop the hips down for 2, hips to heels for 2, and then extend the left leg or outside leg as you come out. Again, down for 2, and then stretch it nice and long. We're gonna take 2 more nice and slow. Down for 2, lengthening and lifting. 1 more here, down for 2. Now you can stay this tempo or we speed it up. We're down, and stretch. Down. So it's almost like the fingers are connected to the toes with this nice, beautiful long line. For 4, reach. Finding your challenge zone as you drop those hips to heels in 2. Now hold that leg out, we pulse leg up, and up, and up. So not gripping in the hip flexor here, but using the lower abdominals to lift that leg for 8, 7. Notice that Tracy's sitting up nice and tall from that supporting hip in 4, 3. Take it to a back coupe here. From here, you bend and stretch. So keeping that supporting heel or knee nice and bent the entire time. Now you can advance this by lifting the heel off the floor if you'd like, or you can keep the heel down. Now in 2, we're gonna start to straighten that supporting leg as you extend. It's down and stretch, beautiful, down. Both hip bones are pressing towards the front of the room, so you're shining those hips forward. Beautiful, 4, 3, extend those toes towards the back. Now hold it long back behind you, we lift an inch, lower, lift. Now if the body naturally wants to start to open up that outside hip, keep it pushing forward for 4. Nice. Feel that nice long length of that back leg in 2. Here's your pulses, little tiny lifts. Feel that glute squeeze. Up and up. Beautiful. Up. Notice that Tracy's keeping her chest nice and proud. Nice. Also working on the upper body for 8, 7. Now after these 4, she'll hold the length here and just bend at the knee. So hinging here. Or we bend. Stretch out. Bend. Stretch. Beautiful. In. Reach. So keeping that thigh exactly where it is and then just bending at that knee. For 2. Now hold the bend after this one up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. So in that back attitude position, beautiful. Keeping that heel nice and close towards the glutes, beautiful. Nice balance for 4. Up and as you push your arm back down. For 2. Hold at the top. Here's your pulses, nice and small. You lift it up and up. Good. So notice that she dropped the heel down to the floor, perfect, and now she's challenging her balance with those arms off the floor. 10 minutes ago. Or you could go back to that heel lift if you'd like. For 4, 3, tiny circles, make this small. You're up. So about the size of a tennis ball, circling that knee, but keeping the core nice and quiet. Then reverse your circles, nice and small. You're up, around. Beautiful, that's it. Final 4, 3, 2. Now slide your feet in and rotate towards your bar, walking the hips to actually touch the bar. Now if you don't have a bar or something to support you, you can find yourself in a parallel challenge zone, just dropping the hips down just a little bit here. If not, you're gonna take your seat all the way down into a chair. So your shoulders are over the hips, thighs are parallel to the floor, and you're in this beautiful 90-degree shape. From here, lift the heels and down. You're up. So the chest is nice and proud, feeling that nice long line from crown to toes. 4, good. 3, here's that challenge in 2. Hold those heels nice and high. We're down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Squeezing your thighs. See that nice long thigh parallel to the floor in that 90-degree shape. That's it. You take it 4. You always have an option to drop the heels at any time in 2. There's your pulses, nice and small. Make it here. You take it down. That's it. We're down and down. Good. 8 more just like this. Then we drop the heels to the floor for 8, 7. Final push here. Now in 4, drop the heels, alternate your toe taps, take to the left and the right. You go out and in. You're out and in. Nice and slow to start. Now we take it to tempo here. Stay low. Out, out. Now this is your modification. If you'd like to get that heart rate of 1 final push, we take it to a jump, staying low. We go out and out and out. Good. That's it. Only here for 8 more, then we take it to the opposite side. You're out and out. Yeah, make sure you're breathing. Final 4, 3, 2, meet me in your chair, sit down a little deeper, and then lift it all the way up. Nice work.
Thanks, Nicole. All right, you guys, it's time for side 2 of bar. So here we go. We are in that natural first to get on this side. Very nice. We're gonna wrap that arm in front. Let's start with those plies. You take it down and lift. You lower and squeeze. Good. Down and up. Very nice. Couple more like this. You have 4 and squeeze to lift. 3. And up, in 2, we hold it down, press those heels low, and you pulse and drop. Very nice. Good job. Those knees are tracking over the toes, the abs are holding tight. 2, hold those heels high, down 2 counts. You're down and up for 2. Good, down for 2 and up. You're gonna see variations on the second side of stuff to keep it interesting, but we'll get you nice and even. Take it down for 2. Hold in the challenging area right here. Take that arm up overhead. Let's start to pulse. You drop nice and low. Good, that arm up is making those abs work a little hard. Let's try the other arm up as well. For 8, 7, 6, very nice. In 3, 2, hold it there. Down an inch, up an inch. You go down and up. A lower, a lift. Good. When in doubt, take your gaze up a little bit higher than you think. 4 more like this. Here's 3. In 2. We're gonna do around the world right here. So that hand goes to the bar. You're gonna tap to the front, then center, side, then middle. Good. Back and middle. Let's go to tempo right away. Here we go. You tap and reach and back and side. Good. Front and reach. Your modification here is your standing heel down. So even though that standing leg is really what's working here, that working leg is going to squeeze here. Front and side and back. Good. Last time around the world, we're gonna hold that leg out to the front and pulse. Down. Good. Digging into that floor right here for 4, 3. You take it to the side. Good. Reach. Good. There's lots of energy in that lifted arm. And force, shake it a little bit. It's not just you at home, I promise. And you reach. Press. Pulse. Very good. 4, 3, to the side, and then you're done. Come on. 8, 7, 6. So nice. Good. 3, 2. Good. We're stepping in and out. So you go out and in. You open and press. Good. Springing off that leg. Good. You're almost there for 4. In for 3. Connect your heels. In 2. Hold this one out. Pulse it down. Nice and low. Good job. Press those knees wide. Feel those inner thighs. 1 more set. You got this. Think of that heavy tailbone. Straight spine the whole time. Don't let that booty stick out. We're gonna curtsy that leg back. It goes out and back. Step on that working leg. Out and back. I don't know why I say working legs. They're all working. Sometimes one's moving a little more than the other. Out and step. Good. Take it to a quarter girl. Open. Over. Good. And out and round. Good. Almost there. You have 4. Good. Make sure that as you're progressing, 2, you're keeping that energy up. Hold this and pulse down. Down. Good. Stack those shoulders over the hips. Pulse nice and low. Here's your bottom as you go down and kick. Lower and brush. Striking that floor up. Down. Squeeze that whole leg. Down. And lift. Very nice. Up. We're here a minute on the other side. We're going to be here a little bit longer. You got 1 more set. Reach. Grow taller as you lift. Don't let those hips sink. Almost there. You have 4. Grow taller. In 3. If you're feeling ambitious, you can relevate at any point. Here we go. Step it out. And then we're going to susu up to the bar. And then nice and wide. Good. Take it up. And you flow for 8. You go up and out. Lift and lower. Beautiful range of motion. Good energy. Don't quit now. 4. You're almost done. 3. Squeeze your buns. 2. Hold this next one up. Good. Take both arms to high fifth. Lower down into your challenge zone right here. Keep the heels up. Good job. Just hold. Make sure everything is squeezing together. Toes, ankles, knees connected. Hold and squeeze. For 3, 2, 1. You're done.
So here we are, second side, working that booty. So we'll start in that natural first position, toes are out, heels are in, arms come to that first position, lift those heels, find your challenge zone right away. Now we start with those little kicks. We're down for 2, stretch it out for 2. Again, drop those hips to the heels, reach it out, 2 more slow. Down for 2, squeeze and lengthen the inner thighs, 1 more here. Now we find our tempo, speed it up. You take it down, squeeze and lift, down, stretch. Good, beautiful. You have 4 more. Sit that nice long line. You're down. Stretch. 3. Sitting up and out of that left hip for 2. Now hold it at the top. You pulse it out and out. Now again, if you start to feel this in the hip flexor, maybe make that range of motion smaller or drop those toes down towards the floor. You have 8, 7. Beautiful. Nice lift. Final 4. We take it to our back coupe. Right foot comes behind the ankle. Find the bend to the knee. We stretch and in. Stretch. So this first time around, We keep that nice big bend in the knee. Now you can advance this by lifting the heel off the floor if you want. No need if you don't want to. Now in 2, we start to straighten that front leg. You stretch and in. Stretch, beautiful. Again, both hip points are pressing towards the front of the room. For 4, reach, keep that chest nice and proud, collarbone open for 2. Now hold the extension, lift and lower, up an inch. You're up an inch, down an inch. Now notice Tracy went down to the heel, always a perfect option. Just a soft bend supporting leg, and take it 4, good. 3, keeping that chin lifted for 2. We hold it at the top, here's your pulses nice and small. You're up. Feel that nice long length all the way from that hip down to the toes, up and up. 8 more, then we bend and extend. So we keep that leg nice and high, we just hinge at the knee. Final 4, for 3, 2, hold it here. You take it back attitude and stretch, reach and stretch. Nice addition with the arms here, beautiful. Final 4.
Not mandatory.
Yeah, you can keep those arms straight, you can do whatever you want with those arms. For 2, now hold that back attitude, we lift it up. You're up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Feeling that booty start to work, fire up. For 4, up, beautiful. Nice long line from the crown, head down to that heel. 2, here's your pulses, you press up and up. Let's do a little bit higher each and every time. Beautiful, nice balance. You got it, you have 8, 7, 6. Keep that core nice and quiet for 4, 3, 2. Now circles, and then we circle. We're up and around, up. Tiny, tiny motions. That's it, for 4, 3, 1 more shot, reverse. You're up, around. Good, that's it. Final 4. For 3. Now we walk those feet in towards our bar. Again, if you don't have your bar, find your parallel challenge zone. Scoot those hips all the way in and then take a seat so we find our lowest potential, getting those thighs parallel to the floor. We're gonna find a little variation here. Drop the hips down for 2, lift it up for 2. Down for 2, allowing your chest to really open up. Keep those shoulders stacked over the hips, nice. Up. 1 more like this. Now single counts, down an inch, up an inch. You're down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Now for this final push here, you always have an option to lift those heels off the floor for 4, up, 3. Now in 2, all we're gonna do is hold our lowest potential here. So no pulses, just finding your lowest potential as you squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze the ankles, lift the heels as high as you can. Beautiful. You have 2 more sets of 8 to hold. Good, focus on that breath. It allows you to stay here in this nice deep position. You've got 1 more set of 8, that's it. Keep those heels up nice and high. For 4, 3, 2. Last one, lift it all the way up and you are done with your bar series, everybody. Nice work.
All right, you guys, let's stretch out those quads a little bit. Take your right foot into your right hand. Line up those knees and squeeze the glutes right here to really get a nice deep front of the thigh stretch right here. Think about lengthening down through that knee. Think about lengthening up through the top of your head. Challenging yourself by lifting that arm if you would like. Let's release that leg. Take your hand, pull back on the toes. Try to keep those shoulders and hips in line with one another. Nice and square going down. Take that same leg, cross it over the top. Get a nice low oblique stretch. And come back, and then we're gonna take that same leg, one last stretch, cross it over, just press down. If you would like to advance this, you can check your balance, taking your hands to prayer. If you would really like to challenge yourself, you can reach for the ground. Nicole's back there making me look bad, probably. And come on up, back to prayer. And let's repeat that on the other side. So go ahead, let's check our balance on this side. Go ahead and take that foot into the hand, reaching energy out that knee down to the ground. Keep your shoulders square. Reaching out. Opposite side of the body right here. And release that foot, stretch forward, grabbing those toes, pulling back. Keeping the hips square. Breathing deeply in all of your stretches. This time, let's go ahead and turn around just so we get that opposite side. Cross and reach that deep opening stretch. And just this button. This view is nicer. We'll come back to here for this. Cross that left leg over the second leg. Sit it down. Take the hands to prayer as an optional advancement. Reach for the floor if you'd like. We never expect that your stretches will look exactly the same. For from one side to the next. We are uneven creatures in general, but always make your best attempt to get nice and even. And that's it, shake it out, you guys. Let's go to abs.